It's happening again. The season hasn't even started yet, and the Pelicans already have one of their core players going to injury reserve. As frustrating as this may be, Willie Green and them will not be panicking, and I will explain to you why inside this edition of Pelicans Digest. What's good with it, y'all? It's your people, Melz of the MIC, back once again inside Pelicans Digest. Frustrated as you all are, I'm quite sure, once again with this team, but we still here. As long as they got New Orleans on that jersey, I'm going to rep it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, though. Thank you so much for already subscribing. If you haven't done it yet, up to over 3,300 subscribers. Let's keep the number going up, baby. Go tell your fellow Pels fans that this is where you get the best analysis, opinions, and more about the New Orleans Pelicans and what's going on this upcoming season as the Pelicans get ready tonight in a couple of hours, as a matter of fact, to go up against the Orlando Magic in their final preseason game. And once again, it's happening again, y'all. You know what it is if you're a fan of this team, man. It just seems like we can't escape it. We can't get rid of it. It's just going to keep coming. It seems like every year. Every year you get hopeful, and then you just get slapped down again because of injuries. And, and here we are once again. When I got the alert yesterday, I was like, first I cussed. I was like, damn, man. And then the second thought that came up in my head was, we may be really cursed. We might, like, this franchise really might be cursed. That's what I kept thinking the whole time. And then I thought back to the schedule release. If you recall, go back on the Pelicans social media channels and go scroll back a couple of months to the schedule release. And they had a picture of the schedule release with a black cat in the front of it. And I remember looking in the comments and everybody going, why would you even put that up there? Why would you even start the season like that? You're not giving us much hope already. And here we are, once again, dealing with the injury to Kevon Looney. The Pels' most recent acquisition, who was brought in to add some veteran presence from his championship experience with the Warriors and also one of the top rebounders in basketball. It's going to be out before the season even start. Kevon Looney has been diagnosed with a left knee injury that is expected to sideline him for at least 2 to 3 weeks. The Pelicans announced Looney's injury status Wednesday, referring specifically to his ailment as a proximal tibiofibular ligament sprain. The injury occurred during a preseason exhibition in the game in Australia against the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix on October 5th. And I kind of remember noticing in that game that Looney was grimacing on a couple of plays. But, you know, I mean, here we are again, dealing with an injury. And this was a guy who was durable with Golden State. That's the crazy part. Like, he never really was injured when he was with Golden State. I think he played like 70 games last season plus. So so, you know, it's kind of like, damn. You know, in 2 to 3 weeks, evaluated again in 2 or 3 weeks, usually probably means he's going to probably miss a month, I say. I'm going to put a big estimate at a month, because that's usually the case with this Pelicans medical staff. I don't know if it's Auction or whoever it is, but it's frustrating, man. It's infuriating to see this as a fan, but no need to panic. There's no need to panic. No need to panic, because we discussed this before. You have, if you're the New Orleans Pelicans, you have a capable backup center who also can start in Yves Missi, all right, coming off an all-rookie season, all right? So there's no need to panic. I mean, it's something we talked about a couple of days ago in a video. You have the option of starting Looney or Missi, and the choice is yours. You can go either way, and it'll work. The only difference, I think, with this kind of situation with Missi and starting with this opening five and the way they started practicing and setting it up was Looney was going to be there to open up screens and set screens and picks so the guards like Poole and Zion and others and Trey Murphy could get open. Missi still is not excellent in that department, okay? But it can still work. You just may have to shift the offense a little bit. And it's going to be on Willie Green. It's going to be on Willie Green to coach him up, and James Borrego also to rework the offense back to pretty much probably where you had it last season, but not so much ISO. You're going to have to get him up to speed, though, on these mix and curves so Jordan Poole can get open and get some shots, and Trey can get open and get some shots sometimes. But Missi has been working this all season. He says his focus this all season was on improving his defensive rebounding and finishing efficiency after leaving a few points on the table as a rookie. He's not asked to stretch the floor, not yet, but rather to run, rim protect, and finished lobs created by Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy, and Jordan Poole. So yes, that's gonna be on Willie and them to coach that up. All right, and Willie and Murray is gonna have to coach that up. I would like to now. Our thing, and one thing I noticed in the Houston game when I was watching it a couple of nights ago was I liked the minutes because I wanted to see more of this going into the season, and hopefully it will happen when Looney comes back. But I wanted to see more minutes of both Carlo and Missi together on the floor. I think Missi runs better and the offense runs better with Missi and Carlo on the floor together because Carlo knows how to space away from Missi and not jam up the lane and cause a whole lot of traffic, unlike a lot of other centers forwards may do. But Carlo's gonna have to play that backup role, and that's the scary part for me because Carlo's not really that good defensively. He's a better offensive finesse player than he is defensively as compared to Missi. But you still got I think it's the young man Hutchinson also on the two-way just in case. But hopefully it doesn't come to that, okay? Because Missi also is durable as well. Didn't have a lot of injuries. Survived last season like other players. So there's no need to panic, okay? There's no need to panic. You just need to see what kind of offense you can adjust to, okay? And on a roster loaded with scoring options, Missi's job is going to be simple but critical. He's going to have to clean the glass, protect the rim, and set the tone inside. So again, that's why I come back to again. And like my man Beast Mode Baseball had left in the comments a couple of hours ago, Looney being out really hurts the starting lineup in my opinion because they had built up their chemistry with him during the dirty work, knowing where to be, setting screens, moving off screens. Well, a guy that goes down, it's going to take a minute to figure everything out. And you know what? You have that minute. You have that minute. Okay? You still got, after tonight, you still got about a whole week, at least 6-7 days to figure this out before night one comes along and you got to go to Memphis. So you got time. They got time to work this out with Missi to see if anything, if they can show Missi how they want their offense to run when they was going to have Looney out there. Because, again, Looney wasn't going to be out there. Looney wasn't there to rim protect, okay? Looney was there to get offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities for the offensive side of the ball, set screens and picks for Jordan Poole and Trey and everybody else to get over. All right? It's going to take a sort of a readjustment in the offense. Now, if you want to teach him that and try to get him up to speed in that in a week, go for it. But I wouldn't be mad if they, went back to a standard sort of setup in offense to see if we can get Zion and everybody else going. Because one thing we did against the Rockets in the first game was we won the points in the paint battle. So, the front court is going to be fine. And Missi had about, I think 10-something points last game. But it was some good numbers in the last game. So, in limited minutes. So, I think we're going to be just fine. Okay? Yeah, at least, what scares me, of course, is what we about to step into as far as what this season goes. Especially the first 10 games of this season. With 7 of them being on the road. Okay? And now you have to sort of make this adjustment in your chemistry that you was creating and having to put Missi out there. But again, Missi's been, Zion, Trey, and Herb, they work with Missi. They know what it is. It's going to take Poole and Bay and everybody else to get on the speed as far as adjusting to what it is that we can make it work with Missi. But again, I don't think we're going to be relying on Missi to do too much as much as what Looney was doing. I would like to see him hopefully he'll be able to offensive rebound more. But his thing is, if he gets the ball back again, he's going to put it back in the rim. Or he's going to find a way to put it back in the rim. That's the thing with Missi. He's not going, if he gets that rebound, he's not going to go looking for the three most of the time or look for the open man. He's going to take it and try to yam it. And I ain't mad at that. So, because again, we have a strong front court, and like the first game with Houston, I saw that we dominated in the paint. And also got to the free throw line a lot as well. So I think that's going to be fine with Missi up there, being there to clean the glass and also rim protect. I think it's going to be fine, and it's going to let Zion also get some action as well. I just hope this isn't a prolonged absence, okay? But even if it is for Looney, even if it is, I still think we're going to be just fine. What are your thoughts as we get ready for the Magic game tonight? What are your thoughts on just being cursed with injury again? Hopefully this is the last one, man. I just hope this is not a precursor to what the hell is going to happen this season, okay? Hopefully. But again, you built the roster up to have depth, and we've seen the depth in action. So it's time to exercise it. What are your thoughts, though? Do you think the Pels are in trouble? Same old Pels once again. Are we in trouble with Looney being out? Or are we going to be okay? Are we going to be okay with Missi? Some of y'all wanted Missi to get the start on Over tonight. Well, he's going to get the start. And we would love it if you start subscribing. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and like this video and then share it with your fellow Pels fans, man. Because this is what we're talking about, man. It's Melz talking about them Pels over here on Pelicans Digest. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and clap back in the comments. Want to know your thoughts and also have fun enjoying the game tonight.